The pyramids of Giza are one of the most mysterious structures ever built. The massive amount of work that is put in carrying the heavy stones all the way to the top while carefully planning the inside structure is just inhuman, which led to the popular belief that the pyramids were in fact built by extraterrestrial beings. But how much of that is true? The great pharaoh Cheops, also known as Khufu, began the first project of the Pyramid of Giza at around 2550 BC. It's the largest pyramid in Giza and it's about 481 feet high. Its stone mass is estimated approximately 2.3 million and weighs an average of 2.5 to 15 tons. The Great Pyramid builders used stones of different sizes and heights for different layers. The stone blocks of Khufu's pyramid were very large in the lower layer, which is approximately 1 meter is to 2.5 meter base dimension and 1 to 1.5 meters high, weighing up to 6.5 to 10 tons. For the layers that are higher up, it was easier to transport smaller blocks, approximately 1 meter to 1 meter to 0.5 meter, approximately weighing 1.3 tons. For calculation, most Egyptologists use 2.5 tons as the weight of an average pyramid stone block. 8,000 tons of granite were imported from Aswan, located more than 800 kilometers away. The largest granite stone in the pyramid found above the king's chamber, which weighed around 25 to 80 tons each. About 500,000 tons of mortar was used in the construction of the Great Pyramid. So before we know how they were built, we would need to know how that civilization came into picture. So just to understand that, the way they all started controlling the river Nile tells us how their hierarchy defined them. So if you just look across the paintings, it conveys a lot of meanings. The usage of black color at required places, green for understanding the nature, blue and red and orange were also distinctively used to convey proper meaning to the future generation. So to go further, it was what we believe was around 4500 BC when the pyramids were built. The first step any engineer has to take before starting to build any structure is to survey the land on which the construction is about to happen. The equipment we have now have helped us survey the land in a matter of minutes. But when all of these were non-existent, what did they use? One of the main problems they faced was to get the coordinates of the area right. For this, they used the position of the pole star. The pole star has always been an alternative to using compasses. The Egyptian engineers constructed a semicircular wall and used it as a point of reference to bisect the line of the plane of construction. Just like this, the Egyptians used different resources available to them, like using the water from the river Nile to check if the floor is leveled or not, or using sand as saws to cut stone. The whole of the pyramid was built base by base. While checking each level if the floor is flat, it took immense planning and a workforce. The main material for building the pyramids is limestone and granite, and on an average, the weight of each stone is about 2.5 tons. If they used wooden logs as wheels and ropes to pull them, it would have been very difficult to build them first place. They had to put in base by base, someone had to carry the stones, and the cranes were not even invented at that time. So how did they even build that? According to historical sources, it took them 2 decades to build them. Just to put it short, 20 years. So do you think it actually took them that long? Or was it even longer? Or was it even shorter? And what kind of technology do you think those people used to build one of the 7 wonders of the world? Some of those questions are for you to think about. With that, we have reached to the end of this episode. If you have enjoyed the content, make sure you drop a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, do that for more and more content. And if you want to be a part of the first ones who get notified about our new videos, make sure you hit the bell icon. And for more information and more episodes, keep listening, keep following, and until the next episode, make sure you keep the conundrum rolling.